宫保鸡丁
Kung Pao chicken.
Pintado di amarillo
Painted yellow.
Kagebunshi no jutsu
Shadow clone jutsu.
J'aime le KFC
I love the KFC.
사랑해
With cheese.
It was supposed to be love. Let's try again. Okay, let's start with the unboxing of the translator. Pretty plain white box, NetEase. Well, so this is made by a company called NetEase. Some of you may have heard of them. They are a very big gaming company. I guess they're branching out into translating. I think their claim to fame for most of us is mostly just licensing like StarCraft and stuff in China. Okay, back to the unboxing. Let's see what we have in the box here. Okay. So first we have, what is this? Warranty card for Youdao Translator 2. Okay. And this is, that says Youdao Fanying Wang. I think that's what it says, which basically means Youdao Translator King 2.0. That's the instruction manual, and that's the English one right there. So you can take a look. I'll take a look at it later. This is the actual unit, and underneath you can see that it comes with a USB-C cable as well. Okay, that was a very quick unboxing. I'm just going to put all this away and we can look at the thing itself. Okay, plastic peel. Ooh, nice. I hope I didn't peel off a screen protector on this. Okay, anyway, let's... Okay, so here we have a white body translator. It's, I think in China they say this shape's kind of like an egg. Yeah, so this right here is matte rubber. I like this texture quite a lot. It makes it nice to hold. Feels fairly nice. Not as nice as obviously like metal or anything like that, but still it feels really nice. It's kind of like a, it feels like a less rubbery fluoroelastomer strap for your watch. Basically, that's what it feels like. And then you have glass here. I don't know if it's Gorilla Glass, but I'll have to find out. But as you can see on the side here, we have two buttons for translating. We have the power button, and on the bottom, we have a USB-C cable. And on this side, we have nothing. And on the back, we have, I'm guessing that's a speaker. And right there is the camera for translating other stuff. Microphone is, actually don't know where the microphone is. Maybe here as well. No idea. All right, let's turn this on and see what we got. Okay, so I turned it on, and let's just go through really quickly what we have here. So this is the main screen, and as you can see, it says here English and Chinese, and what you do is you actually press the button to speak something, and then it'll translate to the other language. So for example, hello, my name is Jack, and I hate Chinese. Yeah, that sounds about right, actually. Yeah, so as you can see, and then if we go here, 我是杰克，我不喜欢读英文. Yeah, my Chinese is really bad.
I don't think I like reading English.
Oh, that was really bad. Sorry. 我是杰的. Yeah, I need to say that better. Okay, let me try again. 我是 Jack， 我不喜欢读英文. Yeah, that sounds about right. My Chinese is really bad, so forgive any bad Chinese you hear. As you can see, it's a Wi-Fi connected device, battery, and then you can see your battery percentage, date and time, camera, voice note, and you can't swipe to the right, you can only swipe to the left. And here you can see a couple of things. It's basically to help people with their word skills. So for example, you can click here and you can add stuff to your word book. And right here is the word book that you can actually, it's a different function. What you can do here is you can actually get different practice vocabs from different levels of school. So here is 高中. Here, let me just swipe all the way to the left. So that one, 热门, I don't know what that is, but you can see that there's a ton of options here. 大学, that means university. So these are university level, I guess, vocabs or things you can learn. That is, for example, your IELTS, your TOEFL, GRE. that you use for your English certification overseas. And here is 高中, which I'm pretty sure means high school. And this, I don't know what that is actually. I have no idea. I guess that's middle, like junior high, maybe? And then that's primary school, basically up to grade 6. And 起底, I don't know what that is either. Anyway, as you can see, my Chinese is really bad. So, but yeah, these are word books for people who are learning English. They can download, for example, a something like this, and then they can follow along. So that says boat, 小船, and you can recite the words.
Boat. Boat.
It's funny how they have UK pronunciation and US pronunciation. Let me see if I can find something else where it's pretty obvious the different pronunciation. Beddings? Nah. Effort, preference, beneath, currency, adapt, rewrite, steam, piano? I don't know. Let's see. It's internet connected. That's why it's taking so long.
Piano.
Piano. All right. Piano. Anyway, yeah, that was kind of weird. Okay, we'll keep going. And then you can, that says keep to practice. It basically means keep practicing. It's just really bad English. And that basically has your last used book that you had that you want to keep practicing. So if I click here, I can keep going for beddings. It's easy. Follow along. Beddings, and we'll just keep going here. Although, anyway, let's keep going. Okay. All right, you can do a word search as well. And this is where I kind of realized this is an Android device. As you can see, that's clearly Google Keyboard. You can either select English, like this, or you can select Chinese, and you can even select the other, the 9 like the cell phone, like the old Nokia type. So if I search an English word, like say chicken. Yep, that's right. Yep, chicken. I love chicken. Let me try something else. Let me try Kentucky Fried Chicken. I wonder if it corrects it for me. No, it doesn't. So you have to actually type it properly. Otherwise, it doesn't translate it properly. Let's see. 肯塔基州炸鸡. Interesting. Okay, we'll keep going. Finally, we're going to go through the settings, and then I'll show you the other languages as well. So here is volume. That's pretty standard. And then here is brightness of the screen. I'm going to keep it at a little bit lower. And then you have your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, system language. You can change between Chinese, Taiwanese, or Old Chinese, or 繁体字, English, Japanese, and Korean. Date and time, basically setting for that. Keypad tone, online updates, which you can check for updates like this. And last time I checked, there we go, latest software version. Restore factory settings about the device. And you can see that's Youdao Translator. And that's an Android 8.1 device. Severely limited, obviously, because it's just a translator. But yeah. Okay, so now that I've shown you basically everything, let's dive more deeply into this and start using the camera and the voice notes to translate not only to Chinese but other languages as well. Okay, all right, let's continue with Chinese. I'm going to use the camera function, and I'm going to take a picture of a menu that I found, and then we can keep going from there. And my finger's blocking it, actually. There we go. Camera translating. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's take a look at this. So we have, is this the menu that I found online? And so it says BB burned taste food. We have burned barbecue meat food, barbecue pork rice. Okay, that actually worked. Roast duck rice. Okay, that's not a translation error. Because in Chinese it's like roast duck meal, and then the word for meal is the same as like is usually used for rice. So then it's roast duck rice, and roast chicken roast. soy, ch, silk, rice, plain. So it looks like it translates the words very literally between Chinese and English, and it doesn't really give you a good indication of what's what. So it doesn't place, for example, the words in the same location. So as you can see at the bottom, soy chicken and plain rice, it just kind of combined it all together and made it a little bit weird. So yeah, so there's stuff like that that's a little bit weird, but let's try again with another language. All right, this time I'm going to try French to English. So we're just going to do that. And we'll see how it works. So, what on earth? Okay, let's try that again because I don't think it... Oh, maybe it's upside down. Maybe that's why. So we have this. It shouldn't be that hard. It's literally... Oh, there we go. Celebrating love. It's supposed to be celebrating love as eternal, love at first sight. So, as you can see, translation's not perfect. It's a little bit weird, especially for pictures. It probably works better with conversational. And I don't know how to speak French, but I know like a couple of French words. So I'll say something in my bad accent, and we'll see how that works. J'aime les poulets frits de Kentucky. Oh.
Fried chicken in Kentucky.
So it did poulet frit at Kentucky pretty well, but I said j'aime, which is J-A-I-M-E, which is supposed to be I like. Basically, I was supposed to say I like KFC. Let's try the other way. Let's go this way. I like KFC.
J'aime KFC.
Oh, j'aime. I see. Okay, let me try again. J'aime the Kentucky. Oh, no, let me try again. J'aime les poulets frits de Kentucky.
JMB for Kentucky fruit.
Okay, yeah, I just have a really bad accent. Okay, and now I'm going to try a Spanish. Okay, why don't I zoom in real close? Okay, so as we can see, it's obviously a really macro camera in this case. So if I just did this, montaditos. Let's see if that works. That's really annoying. It does not work. So it seems like the camera here doesn't really work very well, or unless that's Portuguese. Okay, let's try some Spanish, and I know even less Spanish, so let's go. Buenos dias. Never mind, let's try again. Buenos dias.
Good morning.
Oh, there we go. But that was a really short one. Let's just try something else. ¿Cómo estás?
How are you?
Okay, that works too. But my sentences are all, like, that's literally all the Spanish I know. Okay, let's try again. Burrito.
Burrito.
Okay, all right. Okay, now we're going to try Japanese. I'm going to translate that right there, which is Yakitate Japan. Okay. Yeah, no, this is stupid. It does not work. This stupid camera. This is dumb. What Japanese words do I know? Kagebunshin no Jutsu.
Shadow clone jutsu.
Oh, it does work. Nice. Okay, let's try the other way. Shadow clone jutsu.
Kagebunshin no sube.
Close enough. Close enough. That makes me very satisfied. So as you can see, Japanese works as well. All right, last but not least is Korean. And I'm going to try and translate this, which is, there's a Hangul down here. It's crash landing on you, which is one of the most stupid premises for a show that I've ever seen before. And I'm going to get ripped apart by netizens, but whatever. Okay, yeah, as you can see, the picture, like this picture thing is just, it just doesn't work. Like Google's picture, like Google Translate pictures is so much better than this. All right, let's try it. One word I know from all the K-pop. 사랑해.
With cheese.
It was supposed to be love. Let's try again. Love.
Louie.
No, not lows. Love.
사랑.
Oh, sarang. Let's try. Sarang.
With cheese.
Okay, I give up. I think it's my accent, but yeah, it just does not work. Okay. Let's move on to talk about the rest of the device. So as I tested out numerous times, the camera's really wonky, doesn't work very well. The voice though, I mean, it works about as well as you can expect. I think it still works a little bit less well than Google Translate on your phone. But the upside is that even if you don't have Wi-Fi, the English to Chinese translation is about as fast as with Wi-Fi, and it still works. And that's one advantage it has over Google, is that I know that when you're translating on Google, there's like a slight delay. This one has less of a delay, and just let me show you that. I'm going to turn off Wi-Fi, and this is going to Chinese, and we'll go 我是一个人
I'm alone.
That's not what I meant. I meant I am a person, but I guess, okay. But yeah, as you can see, there's like, it basically instantly translated it. The voice came out a little bit more, or sorry, not a little bit more. It came out a little bit slower, but in terms of translation, it translated it really, really fast. So that's probably the only advantage I see of this over using Google Translate on your phone. Okay, last thing to talk about is the battery life. Standby battery life is really good. This thing, like, it lost 50% standby battering over 6 days, which is not bad. And in terms of use, I don't use it that much. I used it maybe an hour and a half just testing it out here and there. And this thing lost about 7% of battery life. Again, I don't expect this to have bad battery life, but it's actually got really, really good battery life. And yeah. Okay, so I've gone through the functions, I've tested it, I've showed you how it works, and now the verdict is, should you buy it or not? And this thing's expensive. This thing's like $300 or like at least $200 with coupons and everything like that. So it's not a cheap device, and I don't see many use cases where people are not just going to pick up their phones and use Google Translate, because that works just as well as long as you've got Wi-Fi. Even if you don't have Wi-Fi, you download the language pack, and it works a little bit slower. But I can't see justifying paying $300 for this over this. The only way I would see it justified is if you want to learn English and your English isn't great, and then you can buy this and it actually trains you through stuff. But then again, you can get the stuff on your phone. So I don't know. I just don't see a use case where you buy this. But if you do, click on the link below. It helps me out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.